Hello, lovely friends. Yes, and here we are on day 11 of my Play on Words poetry project. You know by now where I get to write a fresh new poem every day, perform it, and post it. And most yummily of all, yes, get to share it with you. Oh, and really, truly, yeah, thank you all for being there, for your love, your encouragement, and for sharing the wordy love with other friends. It just means so much more than I even thought that it would. Yeah, thanks so much. So today's poem, it's inspired once again by our young poet, Orin, who, as some of you might remember, a few days back, Orin said he wanted more real rhymes. Well, he's now requested a poem that includes a T-Rex, a flamethrower, and some of his favourite foods, and a few other little details in there. So we have Orin to thank for day 11's poem. And here, everybody, it is. Michael was a T-Rex. He'd stomp about and roar. His friends all loved him dearly, but didn't come round much anymore. The issue was that flamethrower, or the magical thrower of flames, as Mikey liked to call it, as he threw and yelled, "I play no games!" But this was exactly the problem, because it really isn't very much fun to have blazing oil launched at you and fire chasing you as you run. Eyebrows had got singed as sparks flew about. Tail feathers had been ignited. But Mikey hadn't seemed to care. It just made him more excited. So the friends agreed they could play no more. It just wasn't very nice. And Mike was left alone with his incendiary device. Things then were rather quiet since the others didn't want to play, and Mike was feeling kind of sad until one bright and sunny day. His friend, Ken, the Diplodocus, or Diplodocus if you like, had the best idea, a brainwave, and he rushed right round to Mike. He found him looking rather glum, though he perked up when he saw Ken. He'd wish for this. Could it be true? His friends would want to play again? Mike crossed the little digits at the end of his tiny arms and grinned a toothsome and endearing grin, the most attractive of his charms. "We all love you, Mike," said Ken, "but that flamethrower's got in the way." Mike looked pained, but Ken stopped him. "Just hear what I've got to say. Everybody's missed you. A playdate's really overdue. And where could your flamethrower come in useful? An all friends together barbecue." Mike's eyes lit up. He danced with glee, which was really quite a sight. A barbecue was perfect. Mike's flaming torch set it alight. Soon there were sausages and burgers. Ken had the vegan ones with sauce. Some buns were hard, some bits were charred, but it was the best meal they'd ever had. Of course! It rained a bit that evening, your typical late Jurassic weather, but the most important thing of all, they were all friends together. Mike looked around. He felt so happy. There was Ken and all the rest. But in fact, they were all still waiting for a most distinguished guest. When suddenly, through the trees, came Orin. He travelled 145 million years at least. He'd also brought his best friend Max and jam sandwiches for the feast. A cheer went up for Orin. He was by far their favourite human being, and as they raised him high into the sky, Max could not believe what he was seeing. That flamethrower came in handy too. For fireworks, the illuminations were amazing and enjoyed even from the grassland by the sauropods who were grazing. And then for dessert, their favourites. Yes, rice pudding and dried mango, inspiring Ken and Mike to take to the floor for a celebratory dino tango. They danced and partied till the early hours with games and japes galore. And yes, Mike thought, a flamethrower's awesome, but I love this and my friends even more. Ooh. Hooray! Yay! Oh my gosh. So thank you, Orin, for today's commission. I cannot wait to hear what you've got to say about it. And as some of you know, I do love to take like all those special details that you give me and weave my wordy magic to create those bespoke pieces for you for all those important and really special occasions in life. And this day 11 was very much one of them. So as always, thank you for being here. I will see you all tomorrow for day 12. Yes, day 12. Till then, see ya.